Hey Marcus, how you doing? John Hall from Channel 7 here in Boston. How would you gauge the mood of the team at practice? It looked like you were dancing to some Michael Jackson, and you guys pretty loose?
Yeah, it's a blessed day, man. We get to wake up and have another opportunity to come out here and do what we love to do. Um, Not many people have that opportunity, so so just another day for us. We're in practice, we're enjoying each other's company, and lifting each other up, and just making sure everybody's good to go.
Would you say the team plays better? I mean, the proverbial backs against the wall. Do you guys play better when you're desperate?
I think anybody does in that standpoint of you know you kind of have to. For us, we've been doing it all season, just for the simple fact that we've been really on that back end of catching up with everybody else. So we've kind of been forced to play with our backs against the wall, and we got real used to it, where it's kind of part of us in our nature now. So it's nothing new to us. It's another game. It's another tough game, and we're in our house.
Question on the right.
Deniz Aksoy from Sport TV Turkey. You're going to play in your home, TD Garden, and this is your advantage. But other than this advantage as a team, from your own perspective, what kind of advantages more that you have?
Um, I think any team, any player tell you being able to sleep in your own bed, back to something familiar. You get to get back to your routine, and things like that. So, really those type of things off the court. And we all know about the things on the court. So it's really those off the court things, getting your extra rest that you probably wouldn't get on the road because you're uncomfortable, adjusting to the time difference, and things like that.
We'll go to Shane on the right.
Hey, Marcus. Shane Young with Ford Sports. This deep into a playoff series with both offenses seemingly in the mud at times, how much would you say a series comes down to being less creative and just nailing the simple things offensively?
It's key. It's key. Um, Everybody knows each other's X's and O's. So it's just going out there and executing whatever it is you're doing to the best of your ability. And sometimes, and especially this deep, it comes down to those small things because we all know deep in this run and in this game, when you're going up against some of the greats, the margin of error is very small, and those little things come back to haunt you.
We'll go to Dan on the left.
Hey, Marcus, Dan Winke with the Los Angeles Times. I hope you'll permit a little bit of a bigger picture question. When you play for the Boston Celtics in this city, obviously the support you get is almost unmatched in the league. When you leave Boston, it's maybe comes the other direction. Have you embraced that? Have you enjoyed kind of that role as sort of villain isn't the right word, but I think you know what I'm talking about.
Definitely. I mean, listen, I'm doing something right, am I? You know what I'm saying? My mom always used to tell me, if nobody's talking about you, you ain't doing nothing right. And, so the fact that, that they're screaming and telling me this or telling me that or whatever they're doing shows me, obviously, I'm doing something right. So I embrace it. It's part of it. You got to accept the good. You got to accept the bad that comes with it. We're professionals and it's part of the game.
Have you noticed it specifically too when you add in not just personally because you're that kind of player too, but like the Celtic green. Obviously, I'm from LA. It hits differently there. But do you notice that in a lot of different arenas? Do you feel that energy?
Definitely. I mean, everywhere we go, people are always talking, and it's really not towards you. It's just the Boston name, and when a historical franchise and a very well franchise like the Boston Celtics, that comes with it. When you're doing something great or you're part of a great culture, it happens, and you take it and you run with it.
Anything else for Marcus?
Just real quick, do you think about Russell and Bird and Pierce and all the greats before you and how you could be part of that Celtics legacy?
Definitely, it's definitely something that motivates us. Not just myself, this team, to be able to do something special and have our names, with those guys to do it. And it's an honor to even be talked about to have that opportunity. So this is something we definitely think about.